was this question's been on my mind all week. What makes a show, or do you give shows or anything a 10 out of 10? Or are you one of those people that there's never any 10s? You can only give 9.9s because anything can be better.
No, I do give shows 10 out of 10s.
Okay, cool. I do too. I was gonna ask you today, maybe we can do it later or now. What shows, if you look through your like my anime list, because I went through and ranked a fair amount of shows to see if I'd give them a 10 out of 10 or not. And I was curious on your criteria for giving a show or a movie or whatever it is a 10 out of 10, or if you have
Well,
any at all.
I do. A lot of the ones that I stopped rating my entries a while ago. I don't wanna
Fair.
make it sound like I just can't be bothered, but
We get it. You watch so many shows that you
I mean,
can't bother ranking them.
after
Are you gonna tell me
686
that because there's
entries.
so much sex you don't bother remembering their names?
Well, not like a lot of the ones, like I gave Cowboy Bebop a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
I gave the original Evangelion a 10 out of 10.
Like the original, like what, 20 episodes or whatever?
Yeah. Princess Mononoke, the original Fooly Cooly, Helsing Ultimate, Gintama, and
I
that's a
heard
bit
people love Gintama because it's just hilarious too.
Kano,
The one
uh,
funny scene I remember, I only seen one scene from Gintama, and it's someone drinking out of a river, and they go upstream, and there's one of the characters pissing in it. I thought that was really funny.
Ekai Sensen, Psychopaths,
Okay, that's the
uh,
first show we have in common we gave a 10 out of 10. I'm looking through mine.
Frieren, Monster,
Oh, I have Frieren as a 10 out of 10.
Death Note,
Oh, I also have Death Note, okay.
Darker Than Black.
You do like that show a lot.
It
I
is
haven't seen it
really
yet.
good. Maggie, yeah, and then I start getting into like nines and eights.
Yeah,
There are
some of
other
my 10s
10 out of
yeah,
10s. I,
any things you look for, like, I was thinking about this, like, all week that you look for criteria to give something a 10 out of 10 off the top of your head?
uh, like for me, it's like how into the world I can get.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like, if there's nothing that, like, breaks immersion, I really like that. If it knows what it is, if there's not, like, an overwhelming amount of, like, fan service or gags, even though, like, Gintama's all gags, but that show's just funny.
Yeah,
So, um, I think it's, like, how well it sucks you into the world, and I don't give it a 10 out of 10 in terms of, like, "Oh, it's absolutely perfect." It's more
right.
of, like, how much did I enjoy my time watching it?
Yeah,
So I feel like people who do the whole, "Oh, well, 10 out of 10 is
exactly.
perfect, and that means nothing can get better than it, so,
Yeah, I hate that
there's"
mentality.
I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you're just trying to sound smart.
Oh, I
Stop."
know. I hate the mentality, like, I was thinking about that, I was, like, thinking when I was gonna ask you that, I was wondering if you would say the same as me because 'cause I'm the same boat as you are, for me, it's, is there any really low points that serve no purpose? How enjoyable is it? And a big one is how often do I keep thinking about it? Like, I th even though people don't like a lot of the ending to it, I think about Attack on Titan all the time because of there's so many aspects of it that I think are amazing. Actually, when you said something, which is how much did I enjoy watching it, I just bumped something up from a 9 to a 10 because there was one show that, yeah, it's not perfect, but holy shit, did I enjoy watching it so much. I it was actually one of these shows, it was Tokyo Ghoul. It was one of those I was playing a game and watching it, and it was the first season, which is what people a lot of people say is, like, the best season of the anime because it gets falls off a lot with the subsequent series, but I remember I was playing a game, and I literally had to turn off the game I was playing because I kept looking over, and I found myself just not playing the game I was playing at a certain point. It totally hooked me, especially through the end of that first season. Yeah, I just, like, get annoyed by people who gatekeep things. It's like, dude, watching these shows and everything is so subjective. It is so about what you like, and
Yeah,
that's really about it.
that's just it. I mean, if you enjoy something, watch it and like it. Like,
Yeah, and I think, like, say, like, take your, 10 out of 10 list. It kinda shows your personality a little bit, which I think is kinda cool. Like, some of my 10s I have, I got Attack on Titan, Death Note, Chainsaw Man movie, Chainsaw Man, Tokyo Ghoul, Your Name, Psychopaths, Edge Runners, Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, Ghost in the Shell, Takapi's Original Sin, and then Your Name? Yeah,
Mm,
and then Heavenly Delusion is my most recent 10 I gave. Dude,
phenomenal.
I am going to talk about Heavenly Delusion today. Actually, is that a good segue?
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie, there was, it might have been, like, episode 4 in it where oh god, you got names down probably better than I do, but one of the main characters is like, "I'm actually a man who bought."
Kiriko and then Maru.
Yeah, and I was like, "Alright, well," I thought at the time, I was like, "Is this, like, a political thing?" Oh, no, 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 no.
I kinda thought
Uh,
the same thing. Yeah, you're right.
I was like, next episode, they're like, "No, my brain was put in this body." I'm like, "Hey, wait a minute,
I
okay."
know, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid some spoilers, like some, but especially in regards to the ending, because ending was really good, but I was like, "Oh my god, I want so much more now."
Badly, yes.
God, I was I have not been this hooked on a show in so long. I actually like the topic you brought up of, like, is it political? And we found out very quickly it is not. The way I kind of put it in my head after watching this was gender in this world means nothing, but everything at the same time, because they try to make it, like, have 0 value, but it ends up having a lot of value in a ton of different ways. Like, there was one character who was, you know, under a matriarchy, there was under heaven, there's a lot of things going on that are huge curveballs, that are crazy experiments they're doing in there, and this is one show where they don't tell you really anything at any point in time. And what they do so well at is they give you the objective that the main characters have. But in comparison to what is happening in the world, it's so much smaller and it makes the overall problem seem huge. And it seems like almost unaccomplishable because of how big of an issue it is. And it gave me this sense of like, man, they are just pawns living in this world. I mean, Maru has a special ability and he's
Mhm.
got an interesting background that they'll probably get into. But I was so hooked on this show, man. Oh,
It does one of my favorite things with its storytelling, which is, I've said it before, show don't tell.
yeah, it does.
Where it because it forces you to ask yourself questions about like what's going on? How does this tie into this? And you start to like think of ways in your own head of how all the pieces of the puzzle fit together. And it makes you think. And I think
Yeah.
that's what other like really good 10 out of 10 shows do is they either they make you think or they keep you thinking about it after you're done watching.
Right. Like with the brain transplant character, you get towards the end, I'm not gonna spoil it, but, if you had your brain transplanted into the opposite gender's body and you're getting remnants of both that person and your own brain, the question they ask is, how do you decide who you are? Or do you decide that you're someone completely new and different? Which I'm like, "Whoa, that's an interesting way to think about that." Do you still consider yourself the person you were or the new person or someone completely new? And their little kind of like play around with gender and stuff was, I thought, super interesting. That was really cool. And then just a lot of like the problem solving they have. Let me tell you, the Mortal Order episode, peak, dude. Oh, that was so fun to watch. I was gripping my chair. What a good
It's
show to watch.
it's so good.
And I wanted to like keep spoilers somewhat minimal, especially because I feel like I don't know about you, I don't feel like people talk about the show a whole lot. It's really good. And is it supposed to be at the top of the list? Absolutely not. Maybe once it gets more fleshed out. And also, I feel like I wonder if there's, some of those themes a lot of people just don't like.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Like they don't like to be questioned about like themes and stuff like that because maybe they think a certain way. Who knows? Whatever. But it's a very under the radar show. Like I've heard it come up every now and then, but I don't think it's as popular as it should be. As I said, should it be on the top of the list? Absolutely not. But it is phenomenal for what it is. 13 episodes also, can't go wrong.
I want another season so badly.
I think I looked it up, they are starting production on it because it came out in, like, 2024, I wanna say, for
No,
season
really
1.
earlier than that.
Earlier than that, so 2023 maybe?
I thought it was like 22.
Really? I can't remember, but I did look it up. I think they are working on a 2nd season. I don't know though, but man, no, I've always wanted to watch the show, but holy moly, does it kick you in the teeth.
And it
Whew.
does inadvertently does ask introspective questions of like, how do you determine who you are?
Yeah,
And the big nature versus nurture question. I mean, you get to see the kids in heaven
yeah.